everybody. My name is Eli.
My name is Jason.
My name is Caden.
And my name is Jaden.
And we are the Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel.
And we are actually really proud, and we shouldn't be prideful, but we're really proud that we are part of the Yahoo and the Torah channel. And this is not our channel. This is Yah's channel. This channel is devoted to the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. Something that we, this family, and hopefully you and your family, have written on your hearts, minds, and souls, and it is what guides your life. And you know, it is actually probably the best guidance of any kind of life. If you are young, if you are old, if you are anything, if you take the law, statutes, and commands and write them up on your heart, mind, and soul, it will change your life for the better in every way. Why does it change your life for the better in every way, Kate?
It helps you. It teaches you what to do, where to go. You know that you're not going to go into a sinful life. You know that you're not going to hook up with the people that are in the sinful world, and you're not going to get into that mess, and that's how it helps you.
What does that mean, hook up with the people in the world?
That means you're not going to go out into the world and looking for trouble. You're not going to go find the people that are out there sinning, stealing from people. You're not going to go into a life of crime. You're not going to go into a life of...
What about marrying a woman that is a different religion?
I do not recommend that.
What would the Torah say?
It would say no. It would say only of your people. And your people is Yisrael, and Yisrael is the people who follow the commands.
And why would it be a bad idea if you are unequally yoked?
Because it's like Solomon. When he married other women that believed other things, he ended up worshiping other people as well.
Yeah, I mean, Mount had 700 different gods. He had 700 different wives. This man's a player. This man is not a man of Yah. But how do we end up saying this is the wisest man in the world when this?
I know he literally wrote about the women and then he ends up doing it.
That's the thing about the wisest person in the world. We have the wisest guy in the world, and he cannot stay pure.
Yeah,
he cannot stay pure.
Keep it together, man.
No, not at all. And that would be what the heck, man. So anyway, this is not the subject, but the subject is the law, statutes, and commands, and we are going to take a quick stab at yesterday's and show you guys what we came up with. And we actually came up with a bunch of them, and we're not done yet. We got the actual command, and then there's a whole bunch of sub-commands in this. And so we ended up with 3 commandments, and commandment 16 is keep the Passover. And it's got a bunch of stuff, and there's a ton of stuff inside of that, which we are going to edit tonight and get that done. Commandment 7 is keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And commandment 18 is going to be there's one Torah for the stranger and the Ebrium. Eli, what is the Ebrium?
It is the Hebrew. It's like those who keep the Torah and do what Yahuwah says.
So who are the Ebrium?
Us.
Us. And you guys out there. All of our big digital virtual family that we have mad love for. And we do totally appreciate your time spending this with us in this giant digital table that we have. And let's get on with it, gentlemen, and see what we got. And for anyone that's out there, there's a couple of you guys that have like added some commands and have basically gone over the things we have and then have suggestions for us. If you guys see something in the last 3 chapters that we did inside of this, and once we get this fine-tuned, if you guys find something, please let us know in the comments that you guys see that there's a commandment or something else. What we are trying to do is we are trying to get exactly the commandments that apply to us as Ibri, as the Hebrews, as Yah's people. And there's a lot of commandments that are dealing with things we can't do. Temples and priests and slaughterings and just a tremendous amount of things of that nature. And we don't... just checking out the dogs, and those are things we wouldn't do. And so this is what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this big list once we're finally done, and we are 1 book out, and we are in the 2nd book. We are in Exodus, and we are into Exodus 13. Is that correct, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us begin. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn. Whatsoever opens the womb among the children of Yisrael, both of man and of beast, it is mine. Okay, quick recount. We just had a great, crazy Exodus, right?
Right.
We had a little short guy, Pharaoh, who's 18 inches tall, according to the book of Jasher. And he went to war with Yah, and Yah went to war with him. And at the end of the days, we ended up with just gnats and flies and lice and
death.
boils and death and the death of animals. It was just, what else do we have?
Then we had the death of his firstborn. We had hail.
Oh, we had darkness,
hail.
And then we had locusts. Locusts came and ate up everything.
The crops were all gone, and nothing left. No animals left.
So the Hebrews, the people of Yah, left a very rich country devastated, right? These people are probably broke because Hasatan, I think it was the book of Jasher, also talks about how Hasatan was bound for, I think, 3 days while the Israelites and people were pillaging, right? And I know they only pillaged for a day, but he was being bound so that these people would allow this to happen. Because if you have, I guess, the voice of evil or something of the sort, he's going to do evil stuff and influence you. So this is very interesting stuff. Let's hit it. So the first thing is like, sanctify unto me all firstborn, and whatsoever opens a womb among the children of Yashrael, both of man and beast, it is mine. That almost sounds like a command.
I think it is.
Let's discuss this real quick. Okay, so it does look like a command. Sanctify, and Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Sanctify unto me all of the firstborn." So what would this mean? Does anyone have any idea what this would mean?
I think it's like you gotta give up your I mean, it's not like give up your children, but like
Jade, you're the firstborn. I am supposed to sanctify.
I think we belong to Yahuwah. Like we are like kind of like first fruit offerings.
Are they like the Nazarites? Is that what it is? Like when you turn into a Nazarite?
I don't think that's what that is.
So should we take away your razor? Don't let you cut your hair. Don't drink wine. Should you be a Nazarene? Is it, Nicole? We're probably gonna need your help on this because we don't know exactly what this means. What does sanctify? What is your guys'
Kadosh?
Kadosh, and so that's
set apart.
Yeah, set apart. So this is something I guess we're kind of stuck on because I don't know exactly what that would mean, sanctify. But it does look like a command, and so we will add it to the command, and we will explore this much further. So I don't know so much we're going to do more than one chapter because this is one command and we want to dial in the other one. So this is going to be a real short lesson tonight. So let's continue on. 3. And Moshe said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out of Mitzrayim, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand Yahuwah brought you out of this place. There shall be no kamatz be eaten. And so what day is he talking about? Remember this day.
This is Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread. So we already know that we're supposed to remember this day. Do we have another command on this?
No, I think he's. I think because it was told to from Yahuwah to Moshe. I think Moshe's going from himself to the people.
Okay, I agree. This day came ye out in the month of. I don't know why they have Aviv in this.
Mine has
Mine's Aviv as well.
Is it Aviv? Yeah. So it would be first month. And it shall be when Yahuwah shall bring you into the land of Canaan and Kittim, and the Emorian, and the Kivian, and the Yebusim, which he swore unto your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep this service in this month. 7 days you shall eat matzah, and in the 7th day shall be a feast to Yahuwah. Matzah shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall be no kamatz be seen with you. Again, what is kamatz? Leavened bread. And how do they say it? Because I'm not sure. Kamatz. Kametz. Be seen with you. Neither shall there be leaven seen with you in all your quarters. So, do we have any new commands here?
No. This is all previous last chapter.
It's exactly the exact same things.
Except for the sanctified. Did we have that prior?
No.
To
It's not, because Yahuwah just spoke that fresh.
I think it's because he just wiped out all the firstborn. So he's like, oh, all the firstborn belong to me.
That is very interesting. Yeah. So we do need to discuss this and figure out what does that mean exactly. Where am I at, Nicole?
I don't know.
7, I think.
Let me see. I was
In your quarters.
No, 8.
8. And you shall show your son in that day, saying, this is done because of that which Yahuwah did unto me when I came forth out of Mitzrayim. And it shall be for a sign upon your hand, and for a memorial between your eyes. That's Leo that says hi. That Yahuwah's Torah may be in your mouth, for with a strong hand has Yahuwah brought you out of Mitzrayim.
Okay, so I think that's a command there to inform your son. Torah.
This is in, well,
No,
okay,
he said
so.
it last time as well. He said it in the last chapter as well.
And it shall be a sign unto you upon your hand. What does that mean? And for a memorial between your eyes, that Yahuwah's Torah may be in your mouth, for with a strong hand has Yahuwah brought you out of Mitzrayim. Okay, what is he saying is going to be a sign, my friends?
The sign of the Pesach, I think. Because
Yeah, so he's...
And unleavened bread.
Right.
Because in the last chapter he says, when the children ask, what does this mean? He's like, This means that all these years ago, Yahuwah took us out of the land of Mitzrayim away from bondage and saved us and brought us into this land.
All right, what does your guys say in verse 9?
Verse 9 says, "It shall be as a sign to you on your hand and as a reminder between your eyes that the Torah of Yahuwah is to be in your mouth. For with a strong hand Yahuwah has brought you out of Mitzrayim." So I think it's like write this upon your heart, I think, is a...
It says there's a sign upon your hand and a memorial between your eyes. So if you
Like
take this
marks on
literally, you put a sign on your hand and stamp something between your eyes or something.
I
But
think between
I
your-
don't believe that is what it
I
would
think when we say
mean.
between your eyes, maybe he's talking about like your mind, like remember it.
Write it on your hand. I mean, if something's written on your hand, you're going to remember it on all times. So is this a command? Nicole, do you see anything here?
Just get like tattoos on our hand or something.
No, it says no mark your hands. That's a command. No tattoos. Cubby. I don't know. This is kind of this is a complex chapter. This is more complex than the ones we've been upon. So I don't think that he's saying have a commandment of a sign upon your hand, but it is.
It's just like a remembrance. You need to remember.
And if you do this, it would be a sign upon all of this, is what I am looking at. And again, some of you guys out there, emissary of Elohim, if you see something in this that we miss, or anybody out there who can maybe clear this up for us, we are all talking as a group, as a big tribe here. So this is, we're involving all of you guys out there. So if you guys have input into this, we would love to hear from you. Absolutely love to hear from you. Verse 10. "You shall therefore guard this ordinance in his appointed time from year to year." So there's a command there. There's a whole bunch of commands there. Something in this. So this is the command. You shall guard this ordinance in his appointed time from year to year.
And I think that's more of the Passover.
That's
more
like
than
the
bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread. He's saying, remember this for every single year. Now,
It's still a command. I mean, there's still a command. I think we need to add this
Celebrate
into
Feast of Unleavened Bread every year.
under this section right here that we have. I think we need to add these verses when it talks about celebrating the Passover. Like keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Under that, we would have something in here. So we got a lot of work as a family here. So we will keep going through this, and then we will actually get to work. Therefore guard this ordinance, and it shall be when Yahuwah shall bring you into the land of Canaan, as he swore unto you and to your fathers, and shall give it to you, that you shall set apart unto Yahuwah all that open the womb, and every firstling that comes of a beast which you have, the males shall be Yahuwah's. Okay, I think we're dealing with another command here.
I think it's the same one because I think you're repeating it to the people now.
That you shall set apart unto Yahuwah all that open the womb. So is this repeating? This is repeating.
This is like verse
1,
This is
right?
like 13:1, and then
Yeah,
reference.
he's not telling the
reference-
people because Yahuwah told him this. Now he's telling the people.
Okay, so we need to be very thorough when we do this. And so next time when we come to you guys, I believe we will have this dialed in a little bit better. But there's a lot of commands and a lot of this stuff, and we want to be very thorough. And so it is worth spending the time on this and trying to find out what it is. And every firstling of an donkey you shall redeem with a lamb, and if you will not redeem it, then you shall break his neck, and all the firstborn of man among your children shall you redeem. Okay, and so basically, if you want to save your donkey, you would have to come up with another blood sacrifice, and then you redeem it. There's more. I think there's more commands here. This is going to get a little more complex than I thought it was, but we're going to make it through. Verse 14, "And it shall be when your son asks you in time to come, saying, What is this? That you shall say unto him, By strength of hand Yahuwah brought us out of Mitzrayim from the house of bondage. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that Yahuwah slew all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to Yahuwah all that opens the womb, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem." Okay. "And it shall be a mark upon your hand, and for frontlets between your eyes. For by strength of hand Yahuwah brought us forth out of Mitzrayim." So here we go again. We have a mark on the hand and the frontlets of our eyes. "And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that Elohim led them not through the way of the land of the Pelishithim, although that was near. For Elohim said, Lest perchance the people repent when they see war, and they return to Mitzrayim. But Elohim led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Yashrael went up, harnessed out of the land of Mitzrayim. And Moshe took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn the children of Yashrael, saying, Elohim will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you. And they took their journey from Kukoth and encamped in Etham in the edge of the wilderness. And Yahuwah went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night, from before the people. All right, so that is all we're going to read on this, because we have a lot of work to do on this, because there are a lot of commandments, and so we are going to go back as a family and go over these, and we will put them together, and this is where we are going to conclude for the evening. So thank you guys very much for spending your very valuable time seeking the word of Yah. And if any of you have any kind of questions, please put them in the comments. If you guys have any kind of commentary to what we are working on here or things that you heard, please let us know. We are very interested in what people have to say. And gentlemen, do you have anything else?
Read your Bibles, and if you're enjoying, please read with us.
Yeah, if you're enjoying, please read with us. Read on your own. These are really, really good commandments, and the more you read them, the more you know. And if we do not read them, we obviously don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Shalom.
Shalom.